There's been a lot of discussion about the C9 not planting during their EG match, so I thought I'd just break down some of the components and factors that played into that. So first of all, we got Laxing here in kitchen, and he's pushing the sunrise bar, and as you can see here, there's the evil eye looking into kitchen, so he thinks better of it, and there's this barbed wire here which will play a factor later on in the round. Not a huge factor, but you know, it'll matter. Anyway, he's already peeked up the stairs and checked the corner, and I think they think Jaeger's playing near the stairs area, but they're not quite sure. They know Maestro's behind Sunrise Bar and Necrox is behind the half wall, so let's play it out. So he's going to rotate back and go in a courtyard, and Foxay's going to push through security room and push through Blue Bar, because I think they want to pinch Geo playing Maestro behind Sunrise. And then that'll let Goddess use a fixation bolt to kill him. So let's keep playing. Right here, Goddess just check the two exterior windows, one here and then one on Blue Bar, and that lets her know that, okay, so I can't get in that way, so an A plan is completely out of the question, because she's isolated from Foxay and Laxing, because they're on the other side, and there's basically 3 EG members between her and the other two. So they do not have any soft breach left, and they don't really have the time to open either of these exterior windows, like, you know, just bash them or whatever. So she can't push in because she's got the diffuser. She can't push in that way. So we'll keep going. Foxo is just pushing up to Blue Bar. Now here comes Laxing pushing into Courtyard. Now, as you can see here, the Blue Bar exterior Courtyard wall is open, and this part here can be rotated on, because Young earlier in the prep phase had already walked through this part, so it's definitely possible to walk through. But obviously the Courtyard's very exposed, and this is where it's going to start to go wrong for C9. And if you look right here, this Young had already placed a bulletproof cam earlier in the round in here, looking to give them courtyard vision. And in a minute he's going to get pinged, but they don't know where MVK is. So when he gets pinged, he's obviously very exposed, and from not just MVK, but they don't know MVK is up here. But also Geo behind bar can just spin around and shoot Laxing in the courtyard. And the idea, I think, with this was that they were going to use Laxing to pressure Geo in the corner of Sunrise Bar, so then they could kill him quite easily with the fixating bolt, but that doesn't work out so well for him. So right here, you'll see in a second, he's about to get pinged from Canadian on the Young, who's on the cameras, and bang, he's about to be dead from MVK. And then MVK obviously now has full courtyard control, because they have the camera there. They know they've just killed Laxing, and he's going to drop. Well, he could rotate back over to the other stairs, but the time's very limited, and it's better if he drops into courtyard, because they're going to, you know, it gives him control of anyone trying to push into Blue Bar, but it also gives him courtyard control and cuts off the kitchen rotate. So he's going to kill Laxing here, and then he's going to drop. Now, Goddess here sees Geo obviously playing Sunrise, and is going to pull out the fixating bolt and hit the pillar and kill him. But there's also something else that plays out, so quite important here. If you see here, it's very hard to see, but there's another bulletproof camera here that has been placed by Canadian in the prep phase, and this actually plays a huge role later on when they go to do the final plant, because anyway, I'll show that later. Oh, and at the same time, sorry, Foxay's pushed through security room, has pushed through Blue Bar, used the Blue Bar as cover, and has pushed out through the Blue Bar door. And at the same time, Necrox here is playing the half wall, hears it, and realizes that Foxay's going to try and pinch the Maestro, I think, and he swings out and takes a duel with Foxay, but he loses because I think Necrox gets quite low and then gets killed pretty easily. I think gets down like 25 HP, and then Foxay finishes off pretty quickly, and then obviously at the same time the fixating bolt's going to kill Maestro. So here comes Foxay through. Yeah, he's come. Yeah, I think he's come through the blue bar, gone into kitchen, and then that's when Necrox hears it, and he's going to take the duel, and then Foxay will kill Necrox. So there's the fixation bolt that's just hit on the pillar behind Sunrise Bar. That's going to burn out and kill Geo pretty quickly, and Necrox has just died, I think, to Foxay. Yep, just died there. So that's going to leave MVK in a 1v2. Now, it seems like a good position, but it's not as good as it seems, and even because the two are actually isolated, because remember at this point, MVK's dropped in the courtyard and he's holding the rotation between kitchen and Sunrise. So Foxay can't actually cross, just like without any assistance, like needs some smoke or something like that to cross. And there's also an evil eye on that I showed earlier looking in towards kitchen. So even if there's smoke, they're going to still be able to see Foxay cross. There you go. Geo dies, so she's going to push in now. Obviously, Goddess is going to push in. Here's the rotate I was talking about, like the angle. So MVK is holding the rotate now. They still know, they know Foxay's in kitchen because that's where he killed Necrox from. They know he hasn't crossed. And then Goddess is going to push in here and plant. Now, some people are going to say, just plant here. Well, yeah, you could, I guess, but I don't think you should. And she's going to plant for a second and then get off, because the problem is MVK's in courtyard and there's the rotate on the blue bar wall. And so he can just run into blue bar behind the cover, and it's very unlikely that Foxay's going to be able to get an angle on him to stop it, and then just shoot her while she's planting here. Because the bulletproof cam that Canadian's already put up earlier on the pillar has seen her rotate in through into Sunrise, so then they just make the call when she's not moving. He just runs into blue bar and then kills her through this rotation hole. So planning here is really not an option, so she's going to do the right thing and then jump the counter. But the problem is, I think what they have I think they're worried that because you can get an angle when they jump the counter, and MVK might be able to kill her when she jumps the counter. So Foxay is going to throw this smoke right here to cover the vault. So when she's going to get off the plant, when that smoke comes out, she knows the original plant spot's not very good. So she's going to jump the counter, plant behind Sunrise Bar. But the problem with that is, once this smoke comes down, it actually gives MVK a really good opportunity here, because it's turned it into two 1v1s. Because if MVK sees this, he's going to go, okay, she's in the bar, he's been getting called from whoever's on cams. Okay, she's isolated in bar now to the smoke. They know that Foxay hasn't crossed into Sunrise, so he's going to come up here and look for a duel, and that's the right decision here, because his best chance of winning this this round is to kill Foxay and then basically turn it into a 1v1 with so he just takes the opportunities given to his smoke. The best chance this smoke probably would have had is to have two smokes here, like one here and then one close to the door up, and you actually see Foxay go to do the second smoke, but by that point it's too late. And so, because that way these two could have still rotated between each other, or like Foxay could have gone to Goddess and still seen her, but because this smoke covers the entire doorway, you actually can't do that. And then when MVK comes out to take the duel with Foxay, because the smoke, she can't actually trade the kill and win the round because of the smoke. So right here you'll see he'll just spam. They already know his position anyway. Doesn't matter. That actually kind of hurts him because he needs to reload. Then now he's going to realise, okay, I need to throw this second smoke here. But the problem is, MVK's already going, okay, well, you've wasted some ammunition. I've got two 1v1s at this point, and she hasn't even finished vaulting at this point. So she hasn't even. It's 14 seconds left, and she's got a 7-second plant. So MVK's already pushing up, and he's going to take a duel. Like, doesn't matter whether this smoke goes down or not. He's just going to straight push in the kitchen and try and kill Foxay. And the Jaeger's probably going to have a pretty good chance of winning this duel, just because you're not going to be able to use the DMR. The AR on Jaeger is so much better, And that's exactly what happens. You see the smoke come out, he's hearing the audio cue of the sound, and then he takes the duel, and then MVK wins. As soon as he wins, I think the plant has barely been going for like 1 or 2 seconds at this point. Goddess can't complete the plant because they have that bulletproof cam looking at her when she's playing behind the sunrise bar, and because it can see through, they can just ping her and he can just walk in through the smoke and kill her. And if she gets off, they'll just call that she's got off the plant, so she can't actually plant anymore. Now he's gonna get the call, probably saying that she stopped the plant. He runs into A, and then goes to the reload. Now Goddess has to get off. I guess you could stick it, but I just don't think it's really possible with the bulletproof cam there pinging her. Oh, and what I missed a part here is she'd actually been pinged. When he runs in here, you'll see in the corner right here, she was right here, she's been pinged by the bulletproof cam when she's behind bar. So she gets off and then turns around and runs out. Now she's at a massive disadvantage here because she's running through smoke. They got a camera that can see the smoke, can see her rotating, but there's also barbed wire underneath this smoke. So when she runs out, if MVK is holding the angle, he can hear the auto cue and just back away. And then he'll hear the thing. You'll see him move. Yep. Here's the audio. Backs away and then goes prone. And she can't really win this. Like MVK has to miss all his shots to lose this because she has to ADS. She has to look for him. She has no clue where he is in A. He knows exactly where she's going to be coming because the camera's seen her push through the smoke. And then she's just dead. And that's the end of the round. Now they really lost this earlier in the round, and just in the operator selection, because they only had one soft breach. They had castle. They couldn't deal with any of the external castle walls on the windows. They couldn't get rid of any of the evil eyes and all that stuff. And then because they'd Retro and playing on Ash had only got to destroy one castle wall when he killed Young earlier in the kitchen, and then Canadian killed him and MVK as well when they were retaking the kitchen. All their soft destruction was gone. They had very little to deal with it. Like, even though they were in a 2v1, it actually wasn't as good a position as you'd like. Probably the best chance for them to win this round is if Foxay throws those smokes deeper, so that in the hallway. But obviously he doesn't know exactly MVK's angle, so he might lean out too far and get blown apart. But if he throws them a bit deeper, he can still cover her plant, but then he can still keep the line of sight to her. But as soon as he smokes off that doorway, it's essentially 2 1v1s for MVK, and MVK just makes, he has I think it's a 4K in this round, and he just plays really well. He just makes a bunch of good decisions, and they have really good, the 2 bulletproof cams in courtyard, and the one on the pillar behind Sunrise Bar has a huge impact on this round. And the evil eye sitting on the sunrise door frame lets them know where the Foxay is the whole time, lets us see through the smoke, all that type of stuff. So just ends up being a bad situation for them in the end.